Given the right conditions, to my subjective meaning, I think we are seeing the best Neocaridina evolution so far. And this is right condition. It is 6500 Kelvin and up in this aquarium. To illustrate this evolutionary leap, I have in this aquarium put a male Orange Eye Blue Dream together with ordinary Blue Dream. And pay attention to the eyes of the ordinary, and then you can also pay attention to the individual and see how much of a difference just that detail with those shining orange eyes makes. As you see, he is surrounded by juvenile and semi-adult assorted Blue Dreams, but you can see that he really is striking in comparison. Now these Blue Dream are not as homogeneous as what you see in a normal strain. You see them anything from very sky blue or even light blue till almost pitch dark, which means they get over to become something else. You can easily get out dark individuals and make another strain out of them. And that is the thing to, I think, the challenge with them is to stabilize them. Here you almost have a little bit really color of female. So stabilization is something to work with, even though for me, all the variation of them right now with the contrast of the eye makes them magical. If you look at this pregnant female, you can see that she almost has a little greenish turquoise tone in her, and the variation of the blue makes her, I mean, it's just a piece of art. So I like the spread among them, but I also see that it's good if you could start to branch them out a little bit. So follow up this sequence and another one coming after this. I think it's kind of cool that you see the transparency in the eggs on this female, and now the darker female you will see the same thing, how the eggs are, how they work their eggs, and the former female is just behind her there. And here you will see a contrast that's male, and this one I would say is quite perfect, maybe not super perfect, but it's a step to the right direction. This male is also very beautiful. You can see him, he cannot hide anything because the light is super strong. So I think these are closer to optimum individuals, even though not a finished product. And here's a female with a little bit of a ridge, which they can get also. And some of them get a little bit of a rusty ridge as well. And this male is super beautiful. Here he makes a total spin for us. And yeah, he has the very deep blue color that I really like. I think this male, especially in the good lighting, you can see that he cannot hide any flaws from me or from anybody. So it's a very nice male. And speaking of males, in general, you see the females more grasping on the bottom and walking on the bottom, while the males, like that one, and very sky blue there, are more active and almost constantly swim around like this, dancing and seeking for females. And you can also see that general for Neocaridina, that the male are more slim and more straight under the belly, whilst the female is much more heavier and rounded at the belly and also bigger. And in many cases, females, when you get a good female, they are, not always, but when they become perfect, they really become perfect. This really male, I think he's stunning. May not be the optimal Blue Dream, but just look at him. And again, to optimize these shrimps, to get the orange eyes to really gloom, it's very much important that you have a high and strong light. Much more important than so with Caridina, because Neocaridinas with orange eye, they have a black pupil. So if the lighting is low, the black pupil will cover a bit of the orange. So if you have a higher pitch of light, the contrast will be much stronger and the visibility of the orange eye to the bluish body or whatever tone you have on the body will make a much more visual strong effect. And when you do the right thing, as with this female here or with this male that is a pitch black one, this is absolutely going towards something that is, to my view, a little bit too black. But when you do the right lighting condition, and here it's semi, it's just, it should be a little bit stronger. But giving optimal conditions, these shrimps are, especially I liked, like I said, the variation. You never get tired of them. They are so beautiful. And on the contrary to where you find it's usual in the family of Caridina, which are not Newbeginner shrimps and are less hardy than Neocaridina, and they also need a lot of more parameters to be successful. So keeping these ones, Newbeginner shrimp, Neocaridina, with this beautiful contrast is a simple joy that anybody can have success with. And that's the beauty of these shrimps. You see the contrast here from the absolute lighter sky blue to the absolute pitch black and everything between. And here comes a female with a little bit, even you can see that she has a little bit brown on the side. Not the nicest thing. I would have preferred her to be solid black in that case. And that's a step away from the blue dream, but they come out from this. But what I say is, the beautiful thing with the Neocaridina is the simplicity. Everybody can make success with them, everybody can be happy with them, as long as you don't overdo anything. Actually, the less you do, the less you change water, the less you overfeed, the less you do, the better most of the time they will thrive. So, and here we have two males. Oh, let me watch. Yeah, it's two males. And here another male that going over to the black almost, but you can actually see that he has a little bluish. I think it's a little bit too dark to establish. But again, contrast. Two males, same genetics, but totally different outcome. And here is where you need to start to branch it. And you can, as you see, there is a good potential to make different variations. But side to side, I think this is just a beautiful, beautiful image. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you can get your hands on these. Michael Hessler with shrimpify.eu in Germany. Unless you live in Sweden, you can contact me. Otherwise, Michael Hessler in Germany. He is the guy for you, promise.